This contains leaf fluttering in wind crackfic, involves a lot of smoking, vaping, etc. Cloud fluff / vanilla. This is a special request and a special one shot because we have hit 60 subscribers on my channel. I wanna thank everyone for the support and all that you have done for me. A reminder before we get started, please remember to drink water and eat something healthy. Stay safe everyone. Revolving hearts sparkles lunch buddies. The school bell finally rang, signaling lunch break. You got up and walked behind the gym, like you normally would. You were the type of girl that was usually antisocial and wanted more alone time. Sometimes you would eat lunch with your friend Ella, but today you needed a cigarette. It's peaceful behind the gym and you always enjoyed being there. There is also a small sakura tree, you always sit under it and relax. Yin's point of view. I sat down at my usual spot and took out my lighter. I lit the cigarette and brought it to my lips. I inhaled deeply, almost feeling the smoke travel down my throat and into my lungs. I exhaled the smoke into the fresh air, watching the small cloud of smoke dissolve. My eyes followed a small sakura leaf fall off a branch, and fall right in front of a guy. Wait, what? A guy? My eyes traveled up his figure. He was wearing baggy clothes and his fingers were decorated with black rings. He had his backpack lazily over one of his shoulders. He had dark brown, slightly combed down hair, with few strands sticking out at the top of his head and middle parted bangs. My eyes stopped at his eyes. Can I help you? I asked the stranger. I have never seen him around school, or have I? He seems so familiar. You know, you shouldn't be smoking. It's bad for you. He answered bluntly. His voice was deep and a little raspy, it was kinda sexy. I rolled my eyes at his answer. People always say things like that to me. It is starting to get annoying. I don't care, Foxy, is all I said. Foxy? Where did that come from, hey? Your eyes remind me of fox eyes, that's all. I answered and took another hit of my cigarette. It was true, his eyes were a mixture of green and yellow. They looked tired, but the eyeliner that he wore made them look more like they were waiting for prey. They looked feline, like a fox. I see, well then. He took the cigarette away from my fingers and put it between his lips. He took a hit and blew the smoke into my face. I'll see you around, doll face. Hey, that is mine. He shrugged and walked away, taking my cigarette with him, leaving me speechless. That bitch really just, whatever. The fox eyes boy wouldn't leave my mind all day. I wanted to talk to him again for some reason, he had caught my attention. The next day, Fumiko's point of view, you were still sitting in class, only listening to every second word the teacher was saying. You sat in the back of the class, so you could see everyone. One of your classmates looked particularly familiar. His brown, combed down hair, the rings. Oh, the guy from yesterday. He seemed to be sleeping, his head was on the table. Suna Rintaro, don't sleep in my class. The teacher woke him up. My apologies. His voice sounded so tired and raspy. His morning voice was even sexier than his normal one. Weary face Suna So that's his name. The lunch bell finally rang. You needed some fresh air, so you made your way to the sakura tree. Little did you know, Suna was following you. You sat down under the tree and got out your monster. You closed your eyes for a second, breathing in the fresh air, when you suddenly felt someone sit next to you. You opened your eyes and looked over at the dark-haired boy. Foxy? You asked, what does he want again? He hummed in response. He leaned back and closed his eyes. You didn't want to ask why he was here, you kinda liked his presence. You seem tired today. I am, it was a late night yesterday. His voice was so addictive to listen to. You decided to be nice and hand him the monster. Take it, you need it more than I do. He opened one of his eyes, looking at what you were handing him. He gladly accepted your offer and took it. How about we share it? He took 1 or 2 sips from it and handed it back to you. This is how the whole lunch break was, just you both sharing the monster and enjoying the company. I guess it's kind of nice to have someone by me. The sound of the bell brought you both out of your relaxing trance. Suna got up. Nice sitting with you. Yn ln aha, well I hope we can become lunch buddies Yn. He waved you off before leaving. Lunch buddies? That is exactly what happened. You and the fox-eyed boy became lunch buddies and would meet under the sakura tree every time. Sometimes you guys would just relax and share a cigarette or a monster, other times you would actually talk to each other. You had to admit, it was nice to have Suna by your side. The end. I hope you enjoyed the little one-shot, and I would like to say again, thank you all so much for the help of getting to this milestone. I couldn't have done it without you guys. It's amazing how we grown into a big family, and it's nice. Please remember to drink water and eat something healthy. Stay safe everyone. I love you all. I know this was late getting out and we are now at almost 90 subs, but I hope you enjoy Sparkle's Revolving Hearts.
Of night, the stars light up the sky. We see